Okay, let's take a look at an example from chapter 4, which is talking about variance. In this chapter, in this example, I want to actually use it to talk about chapter 3 stuff, so mean and median, and then we'll also talk about variance at the same time. And so what I would like to do for this problem is I'll run through the calculations for the female scores, and then I'll let you pause the video, run through the computations for the male score, and then check. And so this will be a new feature in the video. We'll do like a little quiz after this. Alright, so let's recall a little bit. The mean is the average value based on the value of the observations, and the median is the center value in terms of the number of observations. And so let's do a real quick rundown on the median. Let's do that one first. So these are the female participants. By the way, you can read the kind of question introduction on 22 and kind of get a sense of what the problem's about. I just want to run through the numbers though. So the median, the location of the median is going to be at the n plus 1 divided by 2. So we notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 participants, so that's going to be 8 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 4.5. So this is telling us between the 4th and the 5th observation, the average of those values, that's going to be the median. And so starting at the smallest one, 8, let's switch colors so you can see it, starting at 8, then we go 9, 9, 9, so that's the 4th, and then the next one up would be 10, and so it's going to be, the median is going to be 9 plus 10 divided by 2, which is 9.5. Okay, halfway between 9 and 10. For the mean, this is a straightforward computation. The mean is going to be the sum of the x's divided by the total number. And so I've already calculated the sums, but envision you just adding up all of these values. You would get 80, and so we're going to have 80 divided by, again, the sample here is 8, so 8, so 10. Okay, so our mean is 10. Our sample mean m is equal to 10. Okay, and our median 9.5. Okay, now to calculate the standard deviation, this is going to be the average distance each observation is from the mean. Okay, that's the idea behind standard deviation. This one, we're going to use the formula for variance, which is going to be the sum of the squares divided by n minus 1. Okay, and again, our standard deviation is going to be the square root of the variance. So in other words, we're going to do this computation and then take the square root of it, and recall that the sum of squares is the sum of the x's squared minus the sum of the x's, all of those squared, divided by n. Okay, so I've already squared each value, and then I added them up for us, 818. And so for the sum of squares, we have 818 minus 80 squared divided by 8, which is going to be, if you do the computation, 80 times 80, and one of those 80s cancels out with the 8, so it's really 80 times 10, and so it's going to be 818 minus 800, which is just 18. Alright, so for us, our variance s squared is going to be 18 divided by 7, right? One less than the sample size right here. So 18 divided by 7 gets you something like 2.57, and therefore if standard deviation is a square root of the variance, our value for s is going to be the square root of 2.57, which is 1.60. That's our standard deviation. Okay, so I'll go ahead and let you pause the video and do the computations for the male, and then I'll let you check your values.